guys, and welcome back to my channel and my long-awaited bathroom makeover. These are a few before shots of my bathroom. It was in serious need of a makeover. Before I get started on this, I want to let you know that this is a collaboration with my sweet friend Liliana from Vanilla and Canela. So I will link her channel down below as well as her video once it is uploaded. We are both redoing our bathrooms, so this is going to be super fun to see what hers looks like and to show her mine. So I hope you guys will check her channel out. So these are the before shots. This is my bathroom. It is the only bathroom in our house. We've lived in this house for 15 years and never really done anything to upgrade, update, anything like that. So my wall is this wall board, and so while I would love to rip it down and redo my walls, it just wasn't in the budget and it wasn't what we were planning at this time. So we tried to do some inexpensive cosmetics to make a big impact, and this bathroom looks so much better now. So my husband started by taking off the tiles with a blow dryer. This is the linen closet, which I am actually going to be revealing in another video. It's going to be a separate video just of the closet organization. Before we actually were able to start doing the bathroom, we had a leak in our shower, unfortunately, so my husband had to take the wall out and replace some of the pipes, and we bought this Moen shower head and faucets, which are actually beautiful. And I guess it was a good time since we went ahead and redid so much of the bathroom. It just wasn't in the plan, but it had to be done. So he did this before we actually got started on the bathroom. So we went to Lowe's, and these are the vinyl sticky tiles that I chose for my bathroom floor. This is the brand, and it was, I want to say, around $65 probably to redo the entire floor, which is extremely inexpensive. These I thought were perfect for what I was looking for. They're kind of, they have a light blue tint, which I love because that's exact colors of my bathroom. They look like weathered wood planks, which was the style that I was going for. And so these just were perfect. They were long. They were 12 by 24. So my husband just went ahead and did the floor for me. It was something that I wanted to film him taking up, but I actually wasn't there when he was taking the old floor up. He just used a hair dryer, and he was able to easily take up the old tiles. And then he started laying these down. Now, I would have liked to have had these laid down at the end, but I had to work with him around his schedule, and I wasn't ready to paint the walls, and he was ready to lay the tiles. So I just, you know, he did it when he could, when he was available. Here he had my son helping him scrape off the sticky piece of, I don't know, that stuff that like keeps the water off the tile from the tub. It's like a seal, so they were scraping the old one off right here. Jackson is quite a big helper, and I was just showing you here how he had laid some of the tile and how it didn't look a whole lot different than my tile before, but it is so much prettier. Here he is just doing the closet floor, but when I do show you my closet reveal, I will show you all of that. Okay, so my job was going to be to do the walls. So before I started, I just took all the little face plates, I guess they call them, off the wall, and anything I could take off because I was going to be sanding and painting, and it was a messy job. And so just taking all that stuff off right now. So I did do some research to see how I could paint this wallboard. That's all this is. But the glue that they use to glue this to the drywall, it pretty much destroys the drywall when you take it down. So really my only option, unless I wanted a complete reno, was to try and paint it. So I'm going to give it a good sanding first and then put a couple coats of a really good quality paint on it, and we're hoping that this will survive in the bathroom. Got my mask and my goggles, my glasses, and I am now sanding kind of lightly the surface of this tile board before I paint it. So that's what I'm going to do now. So we did end up buying a hand sander for this project. I have wanted a hand sander for years, and we finally just bit the bullet and bought it, and now I can use this for so many projects. So I'm going to be really excited to have this handy tool now. Okay, so now that me and everything else in this bathroom is covered in a layer of dust, I'm gonna try and somehow clean up this bathroom. Then I will be caulking all the cracks that I find in the wallboard. I'll show you some of them. Some of the seams, like that up there, are showing. This one's really bad up here. So I bought some caulk, and I'm gonna after I clean everything, I'm going to caulk and let that dry before I paint. Okay, so I couldn't finish around the light because Marion has to take that down. He's also going to take this down because I was going to try and use that, but I just went ahead and bought a new, like, one piece that goes from the floor up. So this is going to be going to the donate pile, but right now I'm going to go ahead and wipe the walls down. And I just have a little bit of Mr. Clean in a bowl with some hot water and a rag, and yeah, gotta wipe all the walls. Okay, so we took this off, and this is really, really disgusting. People that say I clean a clean house, no. Here's the dirt, and look at how gross. Inside of that, this is all dust that was inside of that, and this was the top. Yeah. Anyways, there should be a hole right there, so we could put the new one right there, but no, they put a hole right there. So unless we put a hole through this wallboard right there, we're gonna have to get a different light fixture. I'm gonna have to get a bar one, which I did not want, but because we gotta figure that out. And Marion took my old cabinet down, and I was worried what it might look like behind it, but it looks good. So we're gonna build a new one that's gonna have some shelves. Actually, I'll show it to you. This is the new one that I just picked up at Walmart. It was just $35. I think that was the most inexpensive one, but I like that it has shelves and a place to put things behind the door, so that'll be pretty in there. Okay, so I ended up going back to Lowe's and I found this with the 3, and it's long enough to cover up the where the hole is right here instead of in the middle. So, but I don't like these like frosted glass globes, so I bought some clear ones. Let's see, I bought the ones that I had just returned, so they'll be clear glass. So it'll look almost like the other one. And then I did pick up these clear light bulbs at Walmart, but I'm not sure if they're going to fit, so I might have to take these back. And then when I was there, Marion said, why don't you look at mirrors and see how much they are, like if I just replace the mirror instead of putting a frame around it. So this I got actually at TJ Maxx for 20 bucks, and then I got a smaller one at Lowe's that just has white trim, and that was 30 bucks. So I'm not sure which one we're going to use, but I think probably the big one. Okay, it's now time to start painting. So this is what I bought. It's the Kills Complete Coat Paint and Primer in one. It's white and semi-gloss. So I'm going to start by using a 4-inch paintbrush, and I'm going to see how that works. I think this will be better than a roller on this textured surface. So I think I'm going to do 2 coats, but I'll just see how many it takes. So I just want to tell you that I did use this 4-inch paintbrush. It worked good getting into the grooves of the tile board, but it was kind of difficult, you know, with a large space. So I did do the whole first coat with this large paintbrush. I did get a smaller paintbrush to go in. I think it was the second coat. I think it was another door. I decided this big chunky paintbrush wasn't so great for these edges and stuff, so I did get a smaller one to do that. But when I did go back and do the second coat, I just used a small roller because this had pretty much gotten in all the grooves with this. But it is difficult using a 4-inch paintbrush because it's so wide. It just didn't really fit my hand very well. It was just cumbersome, but I managed to get the whole first coat on using this paintbrush. originally had planned to do a sort of like if you've checked out my walls where I did the faux shiplap, I was going to do that look on these doors, but when I was finished, the crisp white door just looked better in this room, and my daughter was telling me, no, you shouldn't do that. It kind of would make it look more farmhouse, so we just decided to have just the plain white doors, which I actually really love in the bathroom. Alright, it's time to hang the new mirror. The walls they have 2 coats of white paint, mostly dry. I say mostly because there's a few spots up at the top and stuff. So here's a little pro tip when you have to hang something on the wall that I actually saw another YouTuber tell me about a while back. You take a piece of painter's tape and you lay it across the back of the item that you're going to be hanging, and then you make a little hole where you're going to need your nails to be. Then you take the painter's tape off, put it on the wall, and then you'll make your holes right where you made the holes in the tape, and then you'll know exactly where they're lined up, where they need to be. Then you go back in and put your screws or your nails, and then it hangs perfectly. On the first time, I've never had to redo it. When I used this technique, it worked perfectly. Alright, so this is my old hanger that was on the door, and it is rusted and awful. So I ended up buying this one. It was $7.99 from TJ Maxx, and I love the silver, and it's got more hooks, so it'll hold a lot more. So I'm going to hang this on the door. So I went to Dollar Tree and I found these cute little jars, and I decided to use them to store my Q-tips and some cotton rounds, and then the other one I put these little plastic cups that we use when we brush our teeth, or Jackson uses them when he brushes his teeth, and these are just a cute little way to store everything on the little shelves that I have. So it's finally time to start putting everything together. These are the hooks that I took off. We added these hooks to the wall a while back because 5 people using the same bathroom, we just didn't have enough space to hang our wet towels. So I'm sorry I was standing in front of the camera there, but I was just putting everything back on the walls, and then it will be time to put everything out. My favorite part, when it all comes together and you can see what it looks like. So this is the shower curtain that I bought back in December, I think. I got it at Home Goods and I just fell in love with it, and it was kind of the inspiration for the bathroom. I kind of based everything off of this. I love the color of it. It's a very pale blue. I know the lighting isn't so great. These new lights are so bright, but this part was filmed at night. But I just am in love with this shower curtain. I did end up having to go back and get hooks that were a little higher because it did drag a little bit, but it is a gorgeous blue. I love the texture of it. It's just beautiful. And this is the rug I picked up. I just got this at Ollie's, and I loved the ruffle around the edge. You can see that the shower curtain's a little long there, but I did fix that problem. And I also picked up these towels at Ollie's. They match the shower curtain perfectly in the shade of blue. And I got this hamper at, I believe I got that at AC Moore craft store, and it's perfect for that little spot. Then this is my shelf above my toilet, which is so fun to actually have some shelves in my bathroom to display some cute things. These are just some of the things that we use all the time, and they're easily accessible, and I loved having the little shelves. The little jars look so cute up there. I got these little blue baskets at TJ Maxx, and they perfectly matched. And these are some more of the towels that I got at Ollie's. I am going to go back and pick up some more and replace some of my older ones with these beautiful blue towels. So here it is when it is finished, and the white paint just made all the difference. It was actually a simple fix, but I think the biggest impact is the white paint. Everything just looks touched up. I mean, it had been 15 years and we hadn't touched up the paint at all. but everything just looks fresh and clean and bright, and I am so in love with it. My husband keeps saying, you did such a great job on the bathroom. Of course, I told him he had a big part in that too, but he said, no, it was your vision that came through, and I just think it looks beautiful. And it is just, I feel like a bathroom is where you go in to clean yourself, and you just want to have it be clean and fresh and bright. And to me, that's what this bathroom is now. I was going for kind of like a spa look, and I couldn't be happier with it. It was definitely not a complete reno, but it was a nice, fresh, clean update and makeover. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I am truly loving my new bathroom. I think our whole family is loving it. And I appreciate you watching. Just give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to also check out Liliana's channel. I cannot wait to see her bathroom. I think Liliana and I have very different styles, but it's so fun to see other people's styles and their visions come to life too. So make sure that you click down below and go to her channel, go to her video. It's going to be equally beautiful. And I also want to thank Liliana for participating in this collab with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. I will leave you with some before and after pics of my bathroom. Bye y'all.